You've been antagonizing me for months, right? Corny, and it's just sad. This my mother, call me racist, thinking surely I'ma get mad. Let Verb tell it Christians can't use guns. They tell Bible stories, then they lift mags. My response, turn to Isaiah 57. Now turn to Glock 40 on your bitch ass.
Now turn the Glock 40 on your bitch ass. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Happy Thursday. Shout out to the whole chat coming into the building. We back with the Sorry It's True podcast, and it's your boy ARP. Hello. Listen, we got a lot to go over today. What do we got for y'all? We got Troy Ave. They saying that the video that we just watched yesterday, they saying that it's staged. They saying that it's all for internet and IG and social media clout. They saying that it's fake. Stage shooting of somebody running up on you and your partner when y'all pulling up in the driveway. Is that true? I got a plot twist on that for y'all. So we're going to cover that. What else do we got today? We got Drake and UMG court updates along with some paperwork. I'm going to bring that up for y'all. We got that, of course. What else? I got a quick take as well about Drake and that comment he made on stage the other day about, the UK rappers and the US. And I see all of that is kicking up now. You got like Joyner Lucas, Skepta, and the diss tracks, and that shit. Some of that shit might even bleed into Shotty Horror versus K-Shine coming up in a couple weeks for all we know. Shout out to K-Shine, shout out to Shotty Horror, my guys, by the way. So I don't know if that's really going to be a thing. I see people online talking about it, but there's an interesting take about Drake kicking up some of that dust. What else we got going on? We got the challenge from yesterday that I put on Twitter. I asked people to create videos of a Verb speaking about his luxurious 17 acres of land. Right. I will deem a winner today. Stand by my word. I put up $200. I said I would turn my 200 into 250 if Hitman Holla was going to add 250 to the mix. I don't think he replied to that on Twitter, so I can't put his name on that. I'm sure the man's got $250, but I didn't see him reply to that, so he's out of it. But I'm going to stand on my word. I'm going to cut somebody a Cash App today for $200. I'm going to go through the video candidates with y'all, and we're going to pick. Of course, we got to talk about the title. Here's the true reason why a Verb is a rat. A rat. Okay. What else do we got? Wow. There's some big updates that just dropped in regards to the real estate scamming case that involved the names of that guy, Cesar Pena and DJ Envy. Right. We spoke about all that news last year. It's been quiet behind the scenes. Things are still going on legally. Right. So something crash landed recently. We'll bring it up. We'll talk about it. And you also see Max B in the thumbnail. Right. We'll talk about Max B, some statements that he recently made from prison. Is Max B on his way home this year or early next year? We'll see. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Ooh, we see Miss J in the building with her early gift on the channel. Adding to the green team, green gang green. And shout out to you, Shorty, and shout out to whoever on the channel just caught that gift. Once again, there's be a lot of early gifts that come out on the channel when the stream starts. People like KX, people like Jay, etc. So y'all be here early at 6 a.m. You might catch you a gift. And along with the gift come things like exclusive videos, stream preferences and shout outs. And I see those comments easily in the chat because they stand out with the member symbols. I even got some exclusives coming for y'all with rap battles. I told y'all yesterday at the end of the stream, I just sponsored my first battle. I sent the money over to the league and all that. And then I also got some full circle battles that I'm probably going to start booking within the next 2 weeks, I'd say, right? It's time to bring full circle back. So members, y'all got battles on the way too, okay? But we'll get to battle rap. I got a battle rap segment for y'all. Before we get there too, the shirt is kind of dope, Pete. Lost Boys. And and I had to put my St. Louis hat back on, man. Shout out to the Lou. A lot of real niggas in the Lou. A lot of real people in the Lou. I know a bunch of people from the Lou that really, really, really are solid. So I will always show a lot of love and respect to St. Louis. That's why I paid for the hat. That's why I bought the hat. I think I bought it to just favor or some shit. I'm wearing it now for it, but that's not why I bought it. All right, let's kick things off. Let's go to Troy Ave first and foremost. What do we got here? Mr. Troy Ave. So TMZ broke this yesterday. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. What is this? Troy Ave, and I think I kept calling him Geoff, like really pronouncing it as it's spelled. And some of y'all in the comments said no, it's pronounced Jeff. All right, so that's what I'm gonna go with. All right, Troy Ave and Chef Jeff faking it for the gram. Shootout didn't happen. So we played the video yesterday. Maybe we'll play it again today just to do a little breakdown. Why not? Troy Ave's going from hero to zero because it turns out he did not stand up to an armed robber. Instead, he and his buddy staged a shootout for social media clout. Okay. Here's the deal. Troy's pal, Chef Jeff Cole, posted a wild video Tuesday purportedly showing a gunman sneaking up on both of them outside of Jeff's San Diego area home, only to have Troy whip out his own gun and fire on the supposed assailant. Okay. Well, sources have been in direct contact with the bogus bad boys, have confirmed the whole scene was fake. No one actually attempted to rob Jeff. And we're told Troy did not actually fire any live rounds. That lines up with the law enforcement. What law enforcement told us. Two cops in San Diego County told us they had no reports of shooting or attempted robbery involving Troy or Jeff. And here was the Instagram post of Jeff shouting out Troy Ave for holding him down and, being there for him when a lot of people would have folded. Let's pull up the video again real quick. Can we play this? It's gonna probably make us play an ad. Let me refresh this, and then we'll let the ad run, and then we'll try to play this. All right, let me mute it up while the ad is playing for y'all. So, chat, as the ad is playing, start in the chat. Is it fake? Is it real? Is Jeff and Troy Ave clout chasing? I want the early predictions right now, and we're gonna go over some of the footage. Let's check it out.
With your real life. With your real life.
All right, so I'm gonna pull up some of the moments or speak about some of the moments that could make it fake, right? All right, is he exiting the car? Are they done with the car? They get out the car and the music's still playing, and you see the guy Jeff on the side still kind of like dancing his little Diddy bop to the song that's playing, to the point where you could even it sounds like beat in the trunk. It sounds like subwoofer still hitting. Now there's a lot of cars that you walk away, the lights are still whatever, and but you cut the engine off, right? So if I'm hearing the subs and the car's still beating like that, it sounds like the car would still be running, right? So that would be one little trigger, maybe if we were really reaching and saying, "Ooh, this is fake." Let's continue.
With your real life.
The song or the music playing would also play to the whole skit of, "Oh, this is another reason why you guys didn't peep that somebody was running up on y'all or you guys weren't paying attention because the music was playing." Another little backdrop. All right, let's take a look. There's another key coming up right now too. Let me move to the other side. Hold on.
With your real life.
Troy doesn't really look like. Is it weird for me to be that much detailed the way he just threw out his garbage? Let me bring it back. It just looks like he's like that's part of the scene. Like, I gotta stay here at the garbage for a hot second. Like, isn't your motion a little bit more fluid? Lift up, throw it in, and keep it moving. It just looks like he's supposed to be there, as if like this is a landing mark in an acting scene. I'm about to flip this whole script on y'all in a second too. Just give me a few.
With your real life.
All right. So here goes the assailant running up. Here goes Troy. Now Troy is looking in his direction. Car's there. Guy goes around the back, runs up on Jeff. Jeff is still there, rapping along to the car that's playing music. I don't know what dropped on the floor right there. Now, Troy's reaction looks genuine as shit. Genuine as shit. The way he it's like a adrenaline, fearful, oh shit, because he ducks off towards the car a little bit. That looks real as fuck. This guy right here dropping shit. And it looks like he has a gun in his right hand, and whatever he dropped on the left, this could have been what Jeff had in his hand, and this looks like it could be money right here on the floor. So conveniently, maybe he thought that Jeff would be getting out the car with something. Was they leaving a spot with a bag, and that's why, I don't know. But it looks like he's picking something up. Now, to be robbing these two guys, and you cross behind Troy, so you know there's two people there. For a robber to be running up on Jeff like this and kind of paying no attention at all to the other person that you pass, which would be Troy on the opposite side of the car, unless you're going to do a stick up where you want everybody to stay still and then you pull off your robbery, that's weird. That would just be a bad robbery, right? Okay, now the lunging over. All right. Let's say allegedly it misses him. More stuff falling on the floor and whatnot. Hold on, let me change. Do I need to come on the other side of the screen now? Yeah, let me come on the other side of the screen now. I don't know. Again. Now, where that video ends, it ends almost making us feel a little suspect too, because it's like Troy continued to advance the guy. He continued to run up on the guy. He's chasing the guy down. Did he continue to shoot? Well, police forces say that there's no reports of a shooting. There's no reports of this. There's no dead body, right? There's possibly nobody that turned up in any hospitals with any gunshot wounds. I'm pretty sure the police looked somewhat into this, right? They had to. They probably got this footage, and if by the time it gets to TMZ, police got to do some type of due diligence. Call the hospitals, gunshot wound around the date of this video. Any police reports, any neighbors make any phone calls about gunshots heard, stuff like that. But Troy Ave continued to run down on this man. So if he wasn't hit, then somebody was looking out for this assailant if this is a real video, right? If he wasn't hit. I don't need to further break down this video too much more. There's a little details in here that can make it very real, very fake if you want to reach all over the place. I really just did that reaching just to get to my plot twist, okay? Here's my plot twist. If you want my vote, Troy Ave's reaction looks very, very real. His initial duck off in these movies and these painted scenes, these calculated scenes, you don't see the person's initial reaction look like there's a fear moment, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? That's a natural reaction. Adrenaline is natural in the body for your body to produce as a protective measure. When the hands are shaking and all that type of shit, doesn't mean that you're scared. That's your hormones and your adrenaline rush and all that type of shit. Your body's going into this protective mode. Okay, the way he ducked off like that, like, oh, that looks so natural. If Troy Ave faked that, them boys need to actually get into movie producing. They need to stop the blogging, the music, and all that. This scene fooled the whole world then, okay? This is what I pulled up on the side. I wanted to know if Troy Ave was a convicted felon. Now I know you guys know exactly where I'm going with this, okay? Did Troy Ave get convicted of a felony? The answer is yes. In February 2024, Troy Ave pled guilty to attempted criminal possession of a weapon in second degree. He was sentenced to 1 year in jail with about 6 to 8 months remaining after credit time served. This conviction for felony level weapons charge makes him a convicted felon. Okay? What does that mean for firearm eligibility? Okay. According to federal and New York state laws, individuals convicted of felony crimes, especially involving weapons, are automatically disqualified from legally owning or carrying firearms. That restriction generally lasts indefinitely. Indefinitely. Okay? Unless and until their rights for formally restored by a court or through some type of inaugural or whatever, or state pardon procedures. No publicly available records indicate that Troy Ave's firearm rights have been restored. Okay? So, is he allowed to carry firearms right now? Answer, no. Because the felony weapons conviction, Troy Ave is legally disqualified from possessing firearms under both federal prohibitions and New York state law. That's just New York, right? Because that's where he's from, right? Now, this took place in San Diego. When you pull this up under San Diego, what do we get? California law, Penal Code 29800. California prohibits individuals with any felony conviction, whether in California or another state, from owning, possessing, or purchasing a firearm or ammunition. Violating this in itself is a new felony, punishable by up to 3 years in state prison or a fine of up to $10,000. Okay, that's my plot twist for you guys. You caught on yet? Report says that this guy Jeff posted that on his Instagram. Shout out to my boy Troy Ave. He looked out. He held me down when others would have folded. It's also allegedly his crib. He has access to the ring camera footage. He grabs the camera footage. He posts the footage up. Might have been for clout just posting it. But my plot twist and my opinion is that footage and Troy Ave's initial reaction to seeing the guy run up on Jeff looks so genuine. I honestly think that it's a real situation. And then they realize, like, wait a minute, you posting this shit on social media. I'm a fucking felon. I'm not even supposed to have a gun. You will fuck around and get me locked up for 3 years. So here comes Jeff, possibly even told by Troy or others, or even social media would have you probably saw some posts underneath that video that he posts up talking about, like, yo, is Troy gonna get his ass locked up for this right here? Right? Now, of course, I think this is something that you take to court and the judge is going to provide a lot of leniency because you're protecting somebody in an attempted crime. This is clear cut. Somebody's running up on y'all in y'all premises, and you defended your family, your friend, or yourself, and or all of the above. You're going to get the leniency there, but that's still a firearms charge. That's still a firearms problem. Why do you have the gun? Here's one for you. Not a reach at all. How many times have we seen criminals sue their shooters? We've seen criminals actually sue their shooter. You had one that happened recently. Checks and Balances was talking about it. It was like a guy that broke into a house or some kids or something. One of the kids got killed, and then the family was suing the shooter. Right? Like sometimes people will just go to that extent and say, yeah, he was robbing you, right? But you had an illegal gun. Okay, he fucked up the robbery, but he lost his life or he got shot in the back behind it. And I want to know why you had a gun. You a felon. You're not supposed to have a gun to even shoot at the criminals be having rights to. It sounds crazy as fuck because general society, we want to look at a video like that and say, good for you, you fucking clown ass, burglarizing, thief ass nigga. You got what you deserve, right? See, a lot of people still end up in trouble. Then you got other type of shit. What if he actually did get hit? He got hit while fleeing. Catch a gunshot to the wound and tell me you won't have to lawyer up and fight that. My man Future got hit with the same shit. I might have told this story before. My man Future was in the kitchen with his daughter, looked out the window, seen somebody playing in his car. He had a Bentley GT. In his mind, if he's going to leave the car in the driveway where it's accessible, he leaves the doors unlocked. He's like, don't fucking crack my windows and no shit like that. If you want to see inside, open the door, and then I don't gotta lose no money. He leaves the shit unlocked. I'm still mad at you, Future, for not parking a Bent in a fucking garage, but it happened. He peeped it. He came outside. He blazed that fucking dude. When the neighbors and the police and all this shit, the calls going around, shots fired and all that, and the police showed up, he turned over his ring footage, his camera footage to show, like, I'm just a victim here. I'm just here with my daughter in my kitchen on my property, minding my fucking business. You want to know what the authorities took issue with him about? That the dude was fleeing. He started fleeing. When my man came out and started blazing, dude was running. And did any shots go off after dude was running and he was trying to flee the scene? They then try to determine and say that the threat is over because the person is retreating. They will take issue with shit like that. Some of y'all walking around with guns, like, this shit, it's hard not to kill niggas, but they will fucking, you got a lawyer up crazy. Even if you think, nigga, I'm in my crib and they ran up on me in the driveway. Point being, Troy, from being a felon, from that guy actually running away and Troy running him down, whether he hit him or not, there's a lot of things in there that, to the letter of the law, legally, Troy can still face. That is my plot twist. My plot twist is, I'm sorry, but that video looks real to me. And I think that they started either thinking they can get in trouble or maybe, got advised, or maybe they even started to get investigated or whatever. Cops knock on your door, want to ask you some questions about a shooting because somebody posted the fucking footage. And then here comes the report back to TMZ. That's all fake. We did that for a stunt. My opinion. Chat. Now that we discuss that, we break that down and we pull up Troy Ave's felony status. What do y'all believe? Do y'all believe the video is real, or do you believe that they did that for a stunt? I'm gonna look at the chat for a second. What do y'all think? Okay, what up? What do y'all think? Doc Hicks says, I agree. Who agrees? Who disagrees? Who thinks like, nah, that's fake? That's a clout moment, or thinks like, nah, it's a stunt. I got some stunts here. I got a come on son from Don Bean, our member. I got one here from the chat that says it's fake. Shout out to Free Money TV. Our member in the building, he says, I don't know. Our member Money Machine Mont says it's real. Big Yellow, our member, says, my first reaction was it's fake. I got to stick with that. Go with your gut instinct, Big Yellow. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Chat here says stunt. I don't know. Did dude die? I don't know. Where's the robbers? Yeah, there's a lot of questions. I see y'all in the chat. Okay. If that turns out to be a can of worms that we over here on the Sorry It's True podcast just opened up, so be it. Just very ironic. If you wanted the clout from it, then why less than 24 hours after the video comes out are you saying it's a stunt? Why don't you let the stunt carry a little bit, because then you'd be able to prove that was a fake gun, that wasn't live ammunition, as a prop gun. You go ASAP Rocky, right? Like, no, it's a prop gun. But less than 24 hours, you guys, no, it's fake. Why you don't, if you went through all of that to create that scene, don't you let it go for like a week or two or something? No? I don't know. Less than 24. Somebody made a mistake by posting that. That's my opinion. Listen, Troy Ave comes off as an attention whore, but here's another thing that you guys already know about Troy Ave. He will shoot some shit. Okay? I'm done. I'll just leave it like that. That's the last one. I'll leave it there. All right, we got Drake in the thumbnail. What's going on with Drake? Let's read this together. Drake's legal team names possible witnesses in UMG lawsuit over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. As the evidence collection process gets underway in Drake's defamation lawsuit against UMG over Kendrick Lamar's diss track Not Like Us, Drake's legal team has included some high-profile names on a surprisingly long list of potential witnesses. Drake's so-called initial disclosure filing lists 63 people and entities whom he believes have evidence that could help him help his bombshell case against UMG. The document is dated June 2nd, but wasn't made public until Monday, June 14th, as an attachment to Drake's motion to subpoena a man named Kojo Asamoah, whom the rapper claims was involved in paying bots to artificially inflate streaming numbers for Not Like Us. Cool. All right, so let's bring up the paperwork. I admit, people, 60-something alleged witnesses. It's not on his docket. And it's not on his docket yet. Maybe it's better to say, but this is the most updated entry on the docket. We still got Aubrey Drake Graham here versus UMG. And this is filed 7/14, people, a couple days ago. It's only a 3-pager. What do we got here? Annie Houghton Lauren, an attorney admitted to practice in this court, hereby declares the following. I am counsel to plaintiff Aubrey Drake Graham, and above captioned action, I submit that declaration in support of plaintiff's motion for leave to serve a Rule 45 subpoena on third-party Kojo Asamoah, Mr. Asamoah, by alternative means, the motion. Okay? That's the only person named here. I don't see 60 plus defendants. Did that happen in court and it hasn't hit the docket yet? Possible. But the paperwork does ring true to some of the headlines that's coming across, which is this Mr. Osmoa guy definitely is somebody of high interest as it relates to bots. I have another article over here too, because I was like, who the hell is this guy? Kojo Asamoah. Let me read this for y'all. Identified by Drake's legal team as a key player accused of deploying bots to artificially boost streaming numbers for Kendrick Lamar's song Not Like Us, allegedly possesses important documents related to alleged deceptive promotional practices under New York general business law. Why he matters. Drake's attorney reportedly spent over $75,000 on multiple attempts, including hiring private investigators in an attempt to serve Asamoah a subpoena by locating him across California, Maryland, and even Ghana. The core lawsuit targets Universal Music Group executives, while Kendrick Lamar himself isn't named in Drake's complaint yet. Asamoah is positioned as someone with critical insider insights. What's his professional background? Asamoah's professional background remains unclear. Public speculation suggests he's involved in digital marketing or music promotion. On Reddit, users refer to him as the #1 digital marketing guy. Works for PGLang. Really? His exact link to Kendrick Lamar or UMG or wider music industry hasn't been verified in public records. No personal or biographical details like age, biography, or career history have been confirmed or by any credible sources yet. So, is this guy a mystery? Did Drake and his team get him from Reddit articles, which wouldn't be a bad thing? Drake got a lot of resources. He's spending a lot of money to possibly make a lot of money in a case like this. So him spending $75,000 to hunt down somebody that he thinks might be a key player in botting, because the moment that you can show stuff outside of UMG's normal legal promotional marketing processes, you got something. And so this guy right here, Asamoah, if they get their hands on him, and if he's got anything related to botting for PGLang or for Kendrick Lamar, that strengthens Drake's case. It strengthens his side. You see, I got Drake in the thumbnail laughing. You guys have heard me cover updates related to Drake multiple times recently. As it relates to Drake versus UMG, this is not a game. This is not a game. Whether we agree or disagree with the lawsuit or not, whether we feel like this spins off of the battle and however we look at Drake behind it, that's our personal hip hop feelings towards him as a man, him reacting as a hip hop artist, him being in battles prior. We don't need to break it down. It's all old news and old narratives. But as it relates to him going after UMG and saying, you guys did wrong to me, he's having some strong positions. And this ain't the $60 billion UMG is able to just fly swat Drake away. This is serious. Okay. And so, I mean, Drake to spend $75,000, the type of money that he spends in the club to go hunt down a key player, sounds about right. So not shocking to me. We'll keep an eye on that to see if we get our hands on the list of 63 high-profile celebrities. I gave y'all a 50-50, I think, percentage once upon a time that at some point I think Kendrick could come into the suit as a defendant, right? Don't be surprised if something like this goes for a year or two as well. This could go for a very, very long time. Everybody thinks stuff like this is a second. sometimes these litigations and these court proceedings, these civil suits take years to come to closure. And sometimes it's years to come to closure. That's even before trial, right? With the type of money that's involved, you would like to think that UMG is not going to settle, and because Drake would turn around and say, give me 500 million. You got to fight that, right? I'd rather spend the 5 million in legal fees than spend 500 million paying you, So I don't know. And UMG got it. They got the money. They got it. So I don't know. I want that list. Checks and balances. Let's keep an eye out for it. See what happens. Okay. Speaking of Drake, back to this whole international rap war that's brewing, and Drake possibly being one of the biggest instigators of it when he said what he said on stage the other day. Here goes a funny claim and take and perspective as it relates to Drake doing that. Check this out.
Conversation is you run to London when you need a check balance, bro. You get me? You run. I think that's when the conversation starts to make sense.
Yes.
Let's start from there. Let's start from you lost your beef. Cool. Where can I branch out to where I've showed love in the past? And let me just run back to them because America slightly, I'm losing cool points there, innit? And in the hip hop scene, I'm not present. So Jamaica, London, Africa, let's link up again. Where I think the better conversation is you run to London when you need a check balance, bro.
Thoughts there. So even locally to the U.S., Drake ain't from the U.S., but locally to the U.S., once again, Kendrick's type of claims towards how Drake moves towards Atlanta. Kind of like a if you're an outsider, I'm not saying that this is true when it comes to Drake. I don't know. There's just a lot of narratives, and a lot of it just is at a battle rap level, but some of it we look into his personality. We say, ooh, we see that in you. When you look at his whole thing, Game was like that a little bit, right? Maybe nowhere near as much as Drake has done over his career, but Game was always the guy that just name dropped 1 million people a mile a minute. Paid a lot of homage, spoke on a lot of people. And at times, Game even got backlash for it. Drake, he's never gotten backlash for it until the Kendrick battle, because all these features that he was doing, people called it the Drake stimulus package, the care package. He was giving so many people their biggest charting hits, their biggest singles, Rick Ross and Future and DJ Khaled, and right? He's featured with you, and then your shit goes up, right? Sexy Red, he threw her, a nice care package. There's a lot of people. So I don't know if Drake really deserves that label, but overall, I think what Kendrick tried to do with that narrative is say, the Canadian outsider to the culture that you try to reflect, because you don't come in as this pure I'm Canadian. You come in as this mixed created player. 1 second you're West Indian, 1 second you're Canadian, another second you sound like you're from New York, another second you're highly embracing Houston. It's that. That's one of Kendrick's narratives. So as far as him doing that within the States, that started after the battle. The international thing, though, when he stood on stage and he said that the other day, it 100% feels like a response to Kendrick. Like, no disrespect to U.S., whatever, but these are the best rappers out here and the best lyricists out here. This is what I aspire to be. The timing of that, like that don't fit. It don't seem right. And yeah, some of that instigates, hopefully just rap shit. You see the Joyner Lucases and the Skeptas now going back and forth with diss tracks or whatever. If we're going to get some dope music out of it, cool. You know what I'm saying? We know that the States have the biggest hip hop reputation, right? It's born there, right? And so we don't got to get into the roots and the history of hip hop. But that narrative is something whether Drake knows he's going to grow it more. And when you have people local to these other countries coming out and saying, don't come over here with this now, it enforces it. So Drake, your navigation of this battle and some of the things that you say and your statements and your moves and Kendrick, really, you do so much work for him. If this were right here that I just played with somebody from the United States, then people could just claim a bias, like, oh, of course, the States, they always want to be top dog. This is somebody from where Drake is running to now, so to speak. And once again, Kendrick's fucking narratives applying. I don't know. Not related, but semi-transitional, though. I just thought it looked cool when I saw it. I said I'll bring it up here when I get to the Drake topic. Right? I'm not being petty, I promise. I just thought it looked dope. This Kendrick mural. New Kendrick Lamar mural spawns in Germany after performing there. This man's tour, when you see the footage, and some of y'all are sending it to me too, when he's performing in like Amsterdam and Germany, you see the crowd just, it looks like 100,000 people jumping and mosh pitting. It's just like he's got fans going crazy while he's out there on the road. But if he left Germany and he left this type of impression where people now giving him murals and idolizing him, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Check this out. This is dope. That's dope. They say they whacked out his mural back home, huh? He went to Germany. They say it's all right. We'll show love. Look at this mural, man. This is crazy. I've always been into graffiti a little bit. GNX, Lamar, they put the halo over there. They got him there. Look at this. I Deserve It All with the GNX car. Him performing at the pop out. That's such a dope mural, B. Like Cali, y'all can't whack him out and then out the country, people's giving him shit like that. Like, come on, man. That don't make no sense, Cali. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your own. Yesterday, somebody whacked out my mural. Yeah, that shit is fire, isn't it? Like, shout out to Misha in the building. What's up, girl? Yeah, it's fire, right? That shit's crazy. All right. All right, let's move into what do I got next? Oh, I got battle rap next. A topic that many people love on this channel. Content that a lot of people love on this channel. All right. I'll start off by saying, let me get me a cough drop. I'll start off my battle rap segment of the stream by giving Jazz the Rapper a shout out. Congratulations to Jazz the Rapper. She won the WOTY Award, the Female Battle Rapper WOTY Award yesterday. Super dope for her. Not just her rap ability in the battles that she's had that were ranked amongst her peers to allow her to win this award. And awards will always be, and contests will always be controversial. I think this girl's resume was better. I think this girl's battle was better. I think this person's opponents were tougher or stronger, or these cards were better, or these leagues were better that they was on, or whatever. There's always going to be a debate, right? Comes with the territory. But Jazz deserves to be in contention for the top spot. She's just had that type of year, period, whether you had her in the lead or not. I don't think anybody's mad with Jazz winning. She deserves it. So shout out to Jazz. One thing that I want to add there, though, outside of just the raps, which is pretty much the focus of an award like that, winning the WOTY, is the ambassador nature of Jazz. Now, I know it was funny to a lot of us when we did that stream and I was reacting to her epic rant when she was sitting alongside Geechee and she was just going off about female battle rap, protecting her brand, talking about who she should or shouldn't be bad. It was just an epic rant. As an ambassador for female battle rap, she has all the pieces. She carries herself with the image that will always be appealing, right? She's going to show up to her battles with a dope outfit, hair done, makeup done, nails, everything. And when you look at the person on stage, they have to have an attraction to them, right? They have to look like somebody that you would want to follow, aspire to be at times. want to be next to, have a conversation with, want to be with. What do they say about guys? They say if the women want to be with you and the men want to be like you got it, right? So Jazz carries the image. She speaks well. She's got a lot of good messaging and the way she carries the torch. Her artistry is not to be questioned. Sometimes people and fans call her the female Murder Mook and whatnot. Like she's incredible. She's incredible. And even business wise, I don't think I've ever heard bad business associated with Chaz the Rapper's name. In an industry that is bad business is rampant. It's enforced, it's pushed, it's promoted, it's anticipated, it's requested by some of the biggest entities, league owners, leagues, or battle rappers in the game. When you got some of the gatekeepers and some of the biggest people that hold the keys or direct traffic, endorsing, aiding, abetting, requesting bad business, you end up with a trash business wise industry, right? Um, I've never heard bad business around Chaz the Rapper's name. She really is a great ambassador, you know. So shout out to Jazz. Like, there's not enough good things I could say about Chaz winning that award. And shout out to all the other ladies that were in contention for WOTY. We recognize all y'all. Many of y'all did y'all thing. I don't want to start trying to name people because the moment you forget somebody, leave somebody out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't fuck with me, or is it asshole? You didn't mention this person. I ain't even gonna try to do it. Shout out to all the ladies, but Jazz. We salute you, Jazz. We salute you, man. Well deserving. All right. Let's have some fun before I get serious. So the $200 contest of a Verb and his lavish, luxurious 17 acres. Why is the 17 acres thing funny to me? Right. And he's over there with all this like ARP's family. He got his money from a realtor and his family. If his family gave him money, whatever, real estate. So for him to always be dissing me with something that wouldn't be a diss in regards to real estate, and then for him to have that eviction shit hit the internet the other day and drumming up the fact that he's on camera saying that he owns 17 acres of land. Like, some of the stuff online is hilarious. It's just like, how do you have 17 acres that you would own, but then also be shown for only a history of rental properties? Like, Averb could never show you a mortgage of like home ownership in his name, yet he would own the land. I don't know if you could build like a rental property. Well, if it's yours, but you're gonna own the land and then rent from yourself. Like I don't know. It's weird. You know, he's got videos on his channel where you can see 4 walls in the camera shot, including like even a door. It's like I could see your whole apartment in this camera frame, you know? And you're gonna take that 200 square foot apartment and put it on 17 acres of land. You is different. You is different, you know? And that's the thing about Averb. When Averb gets cornered, or when he's stunting, or even when he's in a room full of men, because I seen some people online say he said that shit because there was a couple girls in the room. I think it's because of all the men that was in the room. I think all the men was in the room, and he started feeling the need to show off like the way that some niggas do for women. I think he was doing it for the men. Like, I'm the only nigga with 17. It's just bad timing, dude, with your whole eviction thing. So me trying to, you know, have a little bit of fun with it, I feel like that's kind of harmless, right? He's the one that said it. I issued a $200 um contest, man. The best video that grabs that footage and clips it, you know, I'll send $200 to. And here's one that I got in my DM. I'm not gonna say who sent it to me, because it's a battle rapper, right? And I don't know if he wants his name known, but let me pull it up first. Damn, can I pull it up without him being seen? I think I can. Damn, hold on. Let me figure this out. Cause I don't want his name in it. But I need to put him in a contest. Fuck. No, if I pull it up like that, it's gonna show who it is. Damn, hold on. If I expand the screen, and then if I come back to my shit, can I do it? Homie, I might just have to show this. Real quick. Yeah, I might just have to show this real quick. But I gotta include this. It's harmless, man. It don't mean nothing, okay? Ain't no big deal. No harm, no foul. All right, let me bring it up. I'm gonna do it real quick. Boom. Come on. Hurry up. Boom. All right. So this is the first one. And I'm gonna let the chat vote. That's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna let the chat vote, okay?
We want if we really want to go there, I'm the only nigga that has 17 acres of land around this bitch growing his own food. Blow me.
Oh my God! Wow!
What you mean? Nigga, I could save you whole ass niggas' lives growing organic product. I was a hustler first. These niggas thought about rap first, man.
I made Verb shit on himself. He got a loose booty.
Who y'all talking to?
Yeah, boy.
Whoa.
Why are you running? Why are you?
What do y'all consider flex? What is a flex? Tell me what's a flex?
Oh my God. Yo, that's gotta be top 1, top 2, or top 3. The fact that they put the parking lot footage in there, and then the clip of Dude say, "Why are you running? Why are you running?" And then they had the nerve to put 607 Unk in there, talk about Verb got a loose what? That's gotta be top 1, top 2, top 3. But as promised, I'm gonna let y'all vote. Y'all. Let's continue. All right, let me pull up my Twitter. All right, because there's a bunch of these, and I apologize to anybody if I happen to miss yours, because this is a cash contest. I'm going to do my best right now to show live on stream, as promised, every single one that I received on my timeline or that I got added to, and I'm going to let the chat choose. All right, so let's do it like this. What I will do is I will pick out what I see as like the top 3 to 5 and keep the numbers in mind, because I'm going to let the chat vote. Okay, so the one that we just played, that's number 1. Okay, you guys with me? The one that we just played with 607 Unk and the footage of him running across the parking lot and all that, and that's number 1. All right, I'm going to choose number 2, 3, and maybe 4 or 5, and then I'm going to let y'all vote based on the number. That's how I could do it. All right, bet. All right, let's see what we got here. What is this? Okay, so this is Anderson Burris. So he got in on the action, all right? He got in on the action. He said, this is caption. I can't leave the caption out. Excited to announce that I will be working with at Island God Verb and at ITSAARP and at Hitman Holla on a new sitcom, 17 Acres, inspired by A-Verb's incredible real estate investment. That's his fucking caption, y'all.
I'm the only nigga that has 17 acres of land around this bitch growing his own food. Blow me.
Hey, Verb has 17 acres of land.
Blow me.
He's outside eating his plants.
Blow me.
Hey, Verb has 17 acres of land where he lives with his partner, Lance.
Blow me.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey.
I'm the only nigga that has 17 acres of land around this bitch growing his own food. Blow me.
Yo. Anderson, did he put funded by ARP at the end? Oh my God. All right, so that's number 2. Everybody lock in. That's number 2, all right? That's number 2. Let's keep going. Oh my God. All right, I found the clip. Hold off on that bread. Did you post anything after that, homie? Shout out to Petty Murphy, but I don't see a post, homie. I don't see a post. All right. What's this one? Started to edit this instead. This is somebody that started.
I like you, man. You lie a lot. I like you, man. You lie a lot.
All right, so I can't enter that in. Who's this? Wait, what's this one? Hold on.
This bitch growing his own food. I want to go there. I'm the only nigga that has 17 acres of land around this bitch growing his own food. Want to go there? I'm the only nigga that has 17 acres of land around this bitch growing his own food.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta put that one into the contest because Tony Yayo might got the meme of 2025. Stop playing. Don't lie to me, y'all, and say that there's 5 better fucking memes than Tony Yayo. All right, that's got it. I know that was simple, but I gotta add that one. So we got the one with 607 Unk in the parking lot footage is number 1. Contestant number 2 is Anderson Burris, right? With the whole sitcom joint, right? This is number 3 with Tony Yayo. I gotta add Tony Yayo in there. And this is by D_Young 89 _. Okay, cool. You're in the contest, buddy. So that's 3 we got so far. What's this? Shout out to 3 Letter. This is Mr. Anderson Burris. Let me see if there's anyone. Oh my God. Wait.
Why is this so stupid?
All right, let's keep going. What is this? Now look who finally decided to stand down. Too bad Island God had to get knocked out first. Oops. I might get to the oops tweet in a second. Hold on, bear with us. Shout out to my nigga Oops, man. Ask him, did 607 Unk make him shit on himself? Wait, let's stick to the contest, people. Let's stick to the contest. I know there's a bunch of more entries as we continue to go. Hold on. What's this one? Oh, that's the Tony Yayo one. All right, that's number 3. Hold on. Let's shout out to Jazz once again. What else we got? What's this? All right, hold on. This looks like one. Looks like an entry. Hold on.
I think A-Verb a gay nigga. I ain't saying he attracted to the men per se, nigga. But I'm saying, nigga, I think A-Verb a gay nigga. I do this shit last minute with the prep. Let's get it. I am a grinder. You remember, nigga. Now, I ain't saying question is a gender nigga or saying he got some hidden agenda nigga. But on the app, he called himself a grinder. Yeah, a gay Tinder nigga. I think A-Verb a gay nigga.
Shout out to Top Floor Loot and Top Floor Mars. Shout out to both of them brothers. And shout out to the whole Battle Academy too, man. Love what y'all always got going on over there. That don't include the 17 acres, so I can't add it. Homie. But salute. I need the 17 acres involved. Oh my God.
No, we need to.
I don't think that's related to one of. I think that's a different tweet. Oh, the classic ARP meme. Dummy.
Dummy.
Oh, here we go. Here goes some Aver. I'll get over to Aver's page in a second. Don't worry, Aver. We got a little second to talk today. Don't worry. I ain't gonna rush. I just gotta knock this contest out and keep my word, man. I owe somebody $200. What's this from No Mercy? Is this a entry, No Mercy? No, this ain't an entry. No Mercy is saying 17 acres can fit 70 to 100 homes. Yet he battling for what's not even a mortgage in some places. Cap. Classic Goodfellas scene. It's got to have the 17 acres for entry. I don't think No Mercy was trying to enter there. I think he was just weighing in. What's this?
Fuck with me. Niggas out there in the neighborhood who fuck with me that I grew up with, and there's niggas out there who absolutely hate my guts, but they all tell you, yeah, dude is from around here. We know his people. And the main thing about this is, Rex, they gonna tell you, the boy ain't soft, he ain't going for no soft shit. I have whooped niggas, they have whooped me, Rex. I've been knocked out. Wasn't that bad. I've been through a lot of shit, Rex. Niggas out there in the neighborhood.
Anybody can be knocked out, right? So I'll never clown Aver for, as a man, saying that he's been knocked out. I will never clown the man for that. All jokes aside, we just want to know if that's how Oops got his name. That's what we want to know. We don't want to know if you've been knocked out before. We want to know if Oops knocked you out and if that's how he got his name. We just want the answer to the question. We want to know who's lying. Okay? That's all. That's all. But anyway, entries. Yo, this A verb. We'll get to the questions later. Hold on. Entries. Let's see what else is going on. Shout out to M3S3 here. I put a M3S3. Y'all better never let an interviewee say that dumb shit on y'all platform ever again. But then again, I'm glad he did. Hashtag 17 acres. Even M3S3 is laughing. They know they got some good content when he said that shit. They knew they had gold when he said that shit up there. They couldn't wait to drop that. Oh, here goes $200 contest still open. We'll choose winner on stream tomorrow morning. Here I am right now, keeping my word. I'll get there. Don't worry, Verb. Give me a second. What's this one? What's this one? Oh, I'll get there. Oh, shout out to my nigga Oz. He said diabolical. Here goes an entry.
I'm the only nigga. If we really want to go there, I'm the only nigga that has 17 acres of land around this bitch growing his own food. Blow me. Damn, I ain't know that. Well, who y'all talking to? I was a hustler first. These niggas thought about rap first, man. I walked in a hustler. I didn't walk in and tell no nigga what I was. Nigga, rap, man.
A verb story. The set really hashtag the set. Should that be an entry? I ain't gonna hate. We made that an entry. Make it number 4. No hating. I'll make that number 4. Make it number 4. I ain't trying to leave too many people out. Somebody memed me about something. Entries. Question number 3. Oh, that's related to something else. I gotta be careful. I think this one got music in it. Let me fast forward it. Hold on.
Hater, I was a snotty.
Hold on.
No paper, now my crib sitting on
17 acres of land.
God,
Shout recipe Shorty Low. Shout out to Ludacris. It says Shorty Low featuring Ludacris and A Verb. All right, entry number 5. Fuck it, why not? Oh, I think this was one that I got a lot of ads about. Look, people was even saying, yo, ARP this one, ARP this one, ARP this one. Shout out to, who's this? Achilles 6996. Shout out to you. All right. A lot of people is telling me to check this one out. This will be entry number, 6, I think? Let's check this out.
The set, what? That's y'all shit on Spaces? The set? What is that? That's Verb shit, the set? Pull up on the set, the Spaces. The Spaces. You know what they used to say, the set is? The set was real physical. It was physical. You pull up on the set. It was a place. It was a real fucking place that you could go to. Not Spaces, this digital shit that Verb you warfaring it all fucking day.
Fuck is you letting Verb brainwash you? Come on, man. Stop talking to him every day, because that's what you told me. I talk to him every day, if not every other day. Why? Why would you talk to a fucking snake every day? He's fucking brainwashing you, brother. I don't know if he got a house in Virginia. I don't know what he got going on, but something is seriously wrong with A Verb, bro.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
If we really want to go there, I'm the only nigga that has 17 acres of land around this bitch growing his own food. Blow me.
Yo, keep talking. Huh? You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up.
The nigga said, I don't think out that nigga say something to me. You tell me where the fuck you from, that's what you said.
All right, well,
nigga. That's what you said.
All right. Well, that's what he said. That's what he said. Let me tell you what you said. A Ward is one of the most talented MCs to me rapping. Oh, snap.
All right. It's like, yo, this guy. I think that's number 6, right? I think that's number 6. I see people saying, pay this man ARP. So a lot of people responded to this one online. What's this? Okay, this one. Yeah, that one got a lot of responses online. I ain't gonna lie. What's this one? Yo, shout out to No Malice, man. Oh, this whole 17 acres thing is crazy. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Oh, I think this is the last one. Number 7, y'all.
Land around this bitch. If we really want to go there, I'm the only nigga that has 17 acres of land around this bitch growing his own food. Blow me.
Damn, I ain't know that.
Well, who y'all talking to? I was a hustler first. These niggas thought about rap first, man. I walked in a hustler. I didn't walk in and tell no nigga what I was. Nigga, rap, man. If we really want to go there, I'm the only.
Okay. That's our 7, people. That is our 7. We got the first one, which was, it had 607 Unk in it. He was talking about Verb with the loose. They had the parking lot footage in there. Had the 17 acres in there. Number 2, I think, was Mr. Burris himself. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I think that was number 3. All right. Anderson Burris is number 3. Or was number 2 with Yayo? All right, fuck it. I'll create it right now. Number 1 is the shit with 607 Unk and the parking lot footage and all that, right? Number 2 is Anderson Burris. Number 3 is the shit with Tony Yayo. Number 4 was the animated one with the dude that looked like he was flying and everything, pure animation. Number 5 was the one that a lot of people was atting me to, that played like Verb showing the screenshots in the camera and contradicting himself about A-Ward, all those contradictions, whatnot. And we'll say number 5 was the one with the Legos, right? And the 6th one was the last one we just played. Chat, vote. What do we got? And I'm not gonna miss nothing. I gotta keep it fair. So the first one I see here is 1, which would be the 607 Unk and parking lot and all that. Come on, y'all. Votes. Okay, I got a 1 here. I'm gonna go off of eyeballing this pretty much. I got a 2. I got a 1. I got a 2 or 4. Don't do that, people. Pick one. I got a 2. I got a 607. I got a 2. I got a 2. I got a 1. I got a 2. I got an Anderson. I got a 2. I got a 2. I got a 1. I got a 1. I got a 4. I got a 1. I got a 2. 17. I don't know what you mean. I got a 2. I got a 2. Okay. So I don't have to draw this out. This is clearly between the 607 Unk and parking lot footage one and Anderson Burris. Okay. So let's do 1 and 2. It's funny too, because it's 2 battle rappers that actually are in the lead. Not even general people from Twitter. It's 2 battle rappers that are in the lead. All right. I'm going to count. Let me do it like I need a pen. Let me get a pen. I really want to make sure I get the 200 to the right person. Give me a second. Let me get a pen. All right, let's make sure that the right person gets this 200. Create a little tally. All right, and then I'm gonna put it up on screen. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna do on the left side, number 1, which is 607 Unk and parking lot shit. Parking lot. Number 2 is Burris. Okay. I'm going to try to count the first. And we got another $10 coming into the pot. It's now 210. Shout out to Big Yellow, our member 317. The pot is now 210. Okay. I'm going to hold on. Everybody stop. Everybody stop in the chat. Stop your votes in the chat, because I'm going to start it fresh. And I'm going to count the first 30 votes. I'm going to mark it off. I'm going to put it on the screen. All right. First 30. Ready? Start now. The first 30 votes. Okay, it started now. The train is starting now. One. Oh, hold on. Oh shit, that shit jumped real quick. But I got it paused in the chat where I'm at. So that's one. One vote for one. I'm gonna do 30 straight. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. That's not a vote. 2, 1, 2. Got the first to 5. 2. Uh-oh. 2's a little bit in the lead. Uh-oh. 2's pulling away in the lead a little bit there. Hold on. 2. Okay. Uh-oh. 2's pulling away a little bit. Here goes a 1. Got to 5 there. Oh, y'all saying homie's name. Stop saying my homie's name from that's number 2. But I'm still gonna count that point without putting it up on the screen. Okay. This one now. 2. 2. Where we at? 2. 1. 2. 2. 2. 5, 10, 15, 20, 22 votes I have so far. I don't even think mathematically at this point then number 1 can come back mathematically. 2. Yeah, it's already over. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, once you get to 17 votes of 30, you've already won. Okay. All right. So this is where I ended right here. Number 1 got to 7. And this I stayed in order of the chat. Number 2 got to 5, 10, 15, 17. Yeah, so number 2, Mr. Anderson Burris wins the $210. Let's give it up to Anderson coming through with the edit. You know what I'm saying? And the win is the win. But this is what I'm going to do, man. Just for number 1's time, I'm going to cash app him $50. All right, so we got $260 going out this morning, okay? $50 to the second place and 210 to Mr. Burris. So Mr. Burris, DM me your Cash App on IG or Twitter, or you could tweet it to me. You can tweet it to me publicly. And contestant number 1, I need your Cash App. I got $50 coming your way. So shout out to those 2 guys coming in on the contest. 17 acres. Who says that the Sorry Shoe podcast is not interesting, man? We try to have some fun around here, okay? We have a little bit of fun. All right. Now that the fun is over, let's get a little bit more serious now. Oh, even that's a segue. Serious. Let's get a little bit more serious. Title says, here's the true reason why a verb is a rat. Anybody got a read on my personality? I don't be calling people bitches or rats, or I don't really do that too much. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm really ready to say it, like in your, like, you know what I'm saying? If I feel it, I probably won't say it publicly. I'm just like that. I just am how I am, right? If I call you a rat, it's not a troll. If I'm willing to call somebody a rat, if I'm willing to say a verb, you are a rat. It's not a troll. It's not because we doing this online back and forth and we into it on Twitter and I'm doing streams and you're doing spaces. I don't give a fuck about that internet shit. That wouldn't make me call a nigga a rat unless I really, really felt he was a fucking rat. Okay? So let's be clear about that. Let's show you the type of person that a verb is, though. He doesn't hold any morals or standards in regards to his fucking mouth or the things that he will say or the accusations or the lies that he will spread. He doesn't have any morals like that. Okay? It's rat bitch made, unlike a real man type of characteristics that he displays constantly. Okay? I really got no business going back and forth with a rat. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to his Twitter. This is why I'm willing to call Verb a rat. A fucking rat. Okay? Now, let me scroll down his shit. And I'm going to stop at even some of his corny shit too. Why not? You know, even though this is the more serious side. What is this? You brought up a nigga who fuck with that hop and they on his head right now for it. I think he's talking about Buzz Cuz or whatever. I mean, you talk all that Page Dale shit. Holla just interviewed a Page Dale nigga that just snapped on you. But go check out Holla's space if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. You make up where you're not from, blah, blah, y'all punks. He puts up, this is so fucking fake. President Zaddy. Like, I would name myself that. Verified purchase. I'm hooked. Reviewed in the United States on May 23rd, 2023, 2 years ago. Now, mind you, I even know this picture. It's probably still on my Instagram. This picture you could even find on Hip Hop Is Real. Knowledge, this is how fast my brain clicks. Knowledge, this is when you were still doing interviews at your crib and you had the black tarp behind you. This is when I came to Knowledge's crib to do an interview about Star, my beef with Star. And shout out to Star from Star and Buck Wild. I remember you had the interview with Math back then. I always thought that was funny because Math was wearing like a black Scully, but the black backdrop made it look like he had no fucking hat on, like his head was chopped off. This is all the way back then when fucking Knowledge probably had 5,000 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers. That's the picture in this default picture right here. All right? I don't have no beard. This is like a teenage ARP and shit. You know what I'm saying? But 2023, the lavender scent smells amazing. It really smells like lavender vanilla, not just lavender, but actually smells like lavender, unlike other brands that just give you generic floral scent. I don't even like floral scents. I'm into my fragrances and colognes. I ain't fucking Bones, Brigante level, or Goods level, but I got a good 40 bottles in my collection. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm into my scents, and I don't really like floral. You know, I like spices. Anyway, I don't need to get into that shit. Who the fuck cares? Absorbs really well, not greasy at all. I actually like some of the more greasier ones because they last longer. They have more oil in them and whatnot, right? But very moisturizing. I went back and brought several more to stash in the car. Laptop bag. I've never carried a laptop bag, etc. So even Ruin Your Day, I think, got trolled by this, right? And this is Verb's playbook. This is the type of shit that Verb goes to. I'm here calling you a fucking rat, though, and you're posting fake Amazon comments about moisturizers. You's a bitch. Oh my god! All right, let's keep going though. I didn't even really get to the rat shit yet. Hold on. Here was
on account, and he was leaving detailed reviews on like different kinds of skin lotion. No, and like I don't fucking know.
shout out to Geechee, Ilmac, and Avo. Verb, you got caught with this now too, you fucking idiot. ARP, remember we know who you really are, Zaddy. Leaving them sweet ass comments, Mark. This is what you have to go on. Now, Verb knows I'm not sweet. He knows that. He knows the last thing he knows this for sure. You know, it's like man, he knows I'm not sweet. But he would play with some stupid shit like this for the internet. Like, who the fuck would even call themselves on Amazon President Zaddy? I think Verb just wants people to be gay, like, because the whole culture calls him gay. Like, literally. Every bat we played this shit from Loot earlier, like all his peers, everybody rapped like Goods and every rapper raps to him about him being Mook, raps to him about Lux, they rap to him about being gay. That's the whole culture's perception of the man, is that he's literally homosexual. Nothing wrong with that. But that's your whole, people play with you, your name, your whole career, that you are homosexual in the closet, right? So I could see somebody like you wanting somebody else to be calling themselves a zaddy. Like, I wouldn't even let I'm gonna tell you this about, I might have said this on stream before. I did say this on stream before. I said I've never even been into my lady or my woman calling me daddy. It's weird to me. I don't like to mix the family and the blood versus who I'm fucking. Like that's weird to me. Some women is into that. Like they call their man daddy. Let me be with a woman. She called me daddy. I'm gonna tell her like, don't call me daddy. Find something else sweet to call me. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely am not the type of nigga that would go with zaddy because we know what zaddy implies. But you want people to have a gay label with you. Sorry, buddy. That's your fucking whole legacy's perception is that you're homosexual. So you would fucking play around with trolling Amazon posts. That's what you got, rat. Okay, rat. All right. Let's keep going. I know who you really are, Zad. And you call me Zaddy right here, you rat. You homosexual rat. Yo, he's weird. I answered this question too. Where is why I'm calling him a rat though? Where is it? We'll talk about this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is you fucking rat? You's a rat. Where is it? Where is it? He said Queens Flip beat ARP's ass and ARP screamed out, "It's RBE" during the fight. This was hilarious too. This was Queens Flip on AFM. And Flip was like, yeah, while we was fighting, I shouted out, "I'm from Queens." And ARP responded by saying, "It's RBE." Shout out to Flip. Shout out to Flip. Y'all notice my whatever, blah, 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 credibility. You fucking rat. Let's keep going. Where is it? Where is it? It's good to even have this timeline on video like this of all the shit that he's saying and doing. It is good to have. Okay, you're getting close now. I'm getting close now. Where is it? I know you ain't deleted, you rat. I know because I've seen it. I know you ain't. Here it is right here. Here we go. HH, Hitman Holla. AR, short for ARP. He calls me AR in text messages, on the phone, on camera. He said he calls me AR. Be forcing himself on battle rap females. Forcing yourself on battle rap females, question mark? That's like forcing a JV boys basketball player for sex. I don't know how you got to this comparison, you fruit. Like forcing a JV boys basketball player. Why would you go to JV boys basketball if it's about Hitman and ARP forcing themselves on females? You are a fucking fruit. Look at this shit. I just noticed that. You was a fruit. Your mind went to JV boys, but you're talking about Hitman and ARP forcing themselves on female battle rappers. You're a fruit. But let's stay with the rat shit. Here it is right here. Hey, ARP, have you forced a female battle MC to fuck with you too? Answer that. So I did answer that. But I don't even know what that means. Like, have you forced a female battle MC to fuck with you too? Yeah, I found a female battle rap MC. I put a gun to her head and I said, "Fuck with me." You fucking clown. Why am I stooping to a level of a nigga like this? Oh my God, it's true. Like anybody could be here. Anybody. And that's why I retire and say, y'all got it. I'm cool because it's full of these niggas. Like, this is supposed to be a Mount Rushmore nigga. You forced a female battle MC to fuck with you. How do you do that? That female battle MC front and center, please. The fuck? You fucking dweeb. You's a fruit dweeb. But where's the other one? Where's the last one that I want to see? You fucking rat. Where is it? Where is it? Where is he, rat? Nah, I gotta find this. Nah, I need this in the video, you fucking rat. I need it. I need this one. Okay. Oh no, I'm gonna find it, you fucking rat. I'll find it, you rat. It's still good to have all of these tweets in my video, though, to be honest. It really is. It really is. And we're going to get to this. Here it is, right here. Okay. If he owe him 150, what you think I'm going to get? I had a contract, dummies. It's going to be his third case. That's all a lie. But plus, I got all the slander files. This is why Averb's a rat, okay? This is why Averb is a fucking rat for real by definition. Let's talk about what a rat is for a second. I know a lot of us already know what a fucking rat is, right? Here's a misconception and something that this newer generation skews a lot. And there's even a lot of rats that purposefully skew it. I even had this conversation on the phone yesterday with one of the most respected niggas in the game about rat-like shit, just to see if I was tripping. Like, rats don't only include, or ratting too, only include police officers or detectives, like sitting in a fucking interrogation room or sitting on the stand, taking a stand in trial and pointing or saying names. That's not the only time you could rat, okay? Do you know what authorities are? People, pay attention. When you say authorities, people tend to think that an authority is only police. An authority figure could be a parent. It could be a teacher. It could be a principal. It could be a mayor. It could be a detective. Authority. These are people that enforce rules. These are people that enforce laws. These are people that push, press, and enforce guidelines. Our parents teach us this shit. Stop ratting or snitching on your little brother or your little classmate or whatever. For example, if I'm in class right now, right? Let's say I'm in a college course, right? I'm in class, and me and the person sitting next to me is cheating on our test. Okay, the teacher, the professor in the class, they catch me, right? Send me to the principal's office. Now, this isn't criminal. This won't involve anything criminal, and it won't even involve anything civil. There's no civil lawsuit here. There's no criminal lawsuit here or criminal charges here. Neither one, right? But if I go to that principal's office after I got caught and he asked me, where'd you get that cheat sheet from? And I say, Averb, Chaz, that was sitting next to me. Go ahead in the chat and tell me I'm not a fucking rat. Tell me I'm not a rat. Anybody that says I'm not a rat, you a rat. I'm careful of you. That's still ratting. If you are looking to involve yourself in something, partake in something, be involved in something, and then when something doesn't go your way, you are looking to use authorities, somebody that will enforce laws, rules, you are a fucking rat. By definition, you are a fucking rat. So, I mean, you could say whatever you want to say about somebody owing you money from Max Out 3. We already did that stream. We already proved that. You jumped out on Holla's dick because he posted that 456. I logged into my PayPal live in front of the whole fucking world, showed the 456 down to the penny, and then you started finding other angles. 1 second it's goods, then you're off of goods, then it's all the 456, then it's you're just a fucking broke nigga looking to figure out where you're going to get some money from. You know what I'm saying? And then you're on record a million times saying nobody gave you a dime from the pay-per-view, but you got an October pay-per-view check from you fucking dickhead. You tweeted it. You talked about it. It's in your PayPal. It's in your bank transfer history. Stupid. It's in our text messages, you fucking idiot. That's why I've been begging you for your lawyer so I could put our lawyers in touch. Then you said you had the fucking numbers. You went and got them again. I told you could drop them. I told them you can give them to your lawyer, my lawyer. What are you doing? You're being a full of shit nigga. It's like extortion, trying to scare a nigga. That's like, I'm unextortable. Pablo Escobar couldn't extort me. I would just die. I'm unextortable, okay? But this is what a pussy nigga would try. Now, I'm cool on you acting like I owe you some money from any event. You would be the first person in battle rap history. I'm cool on that. Call your lawyer about that. I endorse you calling your lawyer about that. I've been begging you for us to put our lawyers together about that. I don't want to go Drake and spend $75,000 to hunt your lawyer down, right? You said that you was on that, so I said, cool, let's do it. That's on you. But this part is what makes you a fucking rat. Plus, I got the slander files. You are up there on the timeline saying ARP forced a female battle rapper or Hitman and ARP forced themselves on women, and that's like JV boys. That's called slander. You fucking rat. It's lies even make it even worse. It's just you make shit up. ARP tried to pay me with a chain. Hitman did this. ARP did that. Boys JV team. Amazon president Zaddy. You just reach all over the fucking place. But a man that would jump out there and say, "You force yourself. Well, bring that woman to the fucking front. Show me the proof of that." And don't go fucking hire one of your gay friends to put on a wig and say like, hey, I'm the person. I could see you doing that, you fucking clown, right? Bring that, you said female battle rapper, so then we would know her. That you, now think about it, you just trapped yourself there. Because you said a female battle rapper. Bring that female battle rapper to the front and center. We know that you can't. We know that you're just tweeting bullshit. Nobody believes you. Nobody even takes you serious. I'm not even supposed to get frustrated over you. Nobody takes you serious. It's got to suck to look in the mirror and be like, damn, as a man, when I talk, people don't even take me serious. They don't even believe me. But you said it, and I ain't bitching. It's slander. But then you would turn around and say you're being slandered for what you say the laws. You are a fucking rat. You are a rat. You are the person that engages, does shit, argues, fusses, fights people, slanders, talks his shit. And when it doesn't go his way, you talk about, I got the files for court. You are a fucking rat. By definition. This is not me up here on some, I'm going back and forth with Verb on social media. That is by definition of you are a fucking rat. And there's no way to cut it. Rat boy. And this is coming from a civilian. You are a rat, though. I can identify a rat. You are a fucking rat. It's not the first time you've shown us that you're a fucking rat, neither. It's not the first time. You've been showing us that you're a rat for the last 12 months, to be honest.
And once again, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to check out his blog, though, and see what he said, right? He said, can I beat Verb? This is what I don't get about y'all. Why are you still talking about a man that's ratting to your face? What type of person are you that you like rats? Like, if you like rats, please unsubscribe from me, okay? Just leave me alone. I don't like rats. How could somebody be scared of a rat? Yeah, I'm scared of a rat because he gonna do something to put me in jail. Verb ducked, ran, and threatened me with police. So why are you even talking about that man at all? What type of nigga is you that you still jack a nigga like that? Ew. That's what I'm saying about some of y'all in this culture, bro. Like, I'm cool on battle rap. I'm cool. Y'all can have this shit. Y'all
Jones, you and I are together on that, homie. Like, let's create this we're retired because y'all can have it. We're the minority. Y'all are the majority. The fuck niggas. And if this is who y'all support and carry yourselves around and attach yourselves to, I'd rather be over here with this small pocket of people. You fucking rat. You did what to Jones? And it didn't stop there. We didn't forget rat. We didn't forget rat. We didn't forget. Dude, And we also, everybody got the footage of you doing the fucking police skit, walking into the barbershop, wearing a badge, going Charleston White and all this shit. At MTV, at VH1, star Hitman Holla threatens to shoot his friend on Twitter. I'm suing y'all. What? So there goes you trying to sue MTV and VH. Damn, when I did my suing video, I forgot to put in VH1. You're at like 8 over like the last 12 months. I forgot VH1. Okay. I'm suing y'all. One of y'all workers has threatened me at Nick Cannon. This ain't right. You hire these violent guys on a kid-friendly show. I'm a good civilian. I'm not in no damn gang. Verb is such a clown. Like, this is what I mean about engaging, performing within, taking part in, being amongst the activity, but then speaking on legal authorities. You are a rat. You are a rat. You are a rat. I've called you a rat 1,000 times on this. You are a rat. It's true. It's true. Jones knows that you tried to rat on him. It's right there of you, what you just did with VH1 and MTV and Nick Cannon. You are a rat. It's clear what you just did with me. You said you are trying to play around with these female or whatever, but then you got files on me for slander. You're a rat. The person that involves himself in issues, it doesn't go your way, and then you want to talk about anything related to authorities. You're a rat. I'll give you another example. I'll give you another example of being a rat. Let's say, for example, let's say I want to go to a concert. And before I go to the concert, let's say I'm into it with a bunch of people. Right? Let's say I'm in the drill scene. Stay with me. Let's say I'm in the drill scene. And by the way, I'm a known gangster. I'm a known street nigga. I'm a self-proclaimed gangster and street nigga. I done beat murders and all types of stuff, right? I'm a self-proclaimed street nigga. You got me on camera, getting into street shit, stealing on niggas at other concerts, and walking through the crowd, sneaking up on people and stealing people in concerts. I'm that type of street nigga, right? So I go to the Nas concert. My bad, I'm moving too fast. Before I go to the Nas concert, I speak with what's a media outlet? Hip Hop DX. I want Hip Hop DX to interview me so I could speak about my issues with the Bravehearts, Nas's team, right? And the president, or not the president, but the worker at Hip Hop DX says, I don't think it's a good idea for you to come up to my interview because there's a lot of people trying to get at you. And you know why. It's that drill shit, or it's that situation where people be going through major extreme stuff, right? And it's like, all right, cool. But I'm that type of street nigga where I just gotta pop out and show niggas. I'm that type of troublemaker. I still gotta go to the Nas concert. I gotta pop out and show niggas. I gotta let niggas see my face that I'm not scared to be around. Because Nas just pulled up at this my city. I'm around. This is my area. I show the Bravehearts and Nas that I don't give a fuck who there. I pull up to the Nas concert. The Bravehearts are there. Many people are having conversations about me, the street nigga, the gangster, and the Bravehearts in the same building. There's warning signals going around. There's all types of shit, but I'm so much of a tough guy. I still got to just show the world I'm willing to pop up at Nas's concert, knowing that Nas is on the card. Knowing that Nas is on the card. I got to pop up and show Nas and the Bravehearts that I can be around and ain't nothing gonna happen, despite the shit that I've been on with niggas and people warning me and all this type of shit. So I'm bringing the problem to the Nas concert. This is Nas's place of business at the time. I'm gonna bring the problem though, because I gotta pop out and show niggas. Concert ends. Concert is over. Everybody left. 45 minutes have passed. It's just me. Who else? The event coordinator, Live Nation, that's there. Who else? Maybe the bartender. It's over. But I won't leave because, and I'm by myself. I won't leave because I know Nas and some of the Bravehearts is outside. They outside. The concert been over. But eventually, it's been so long. It's been 45 minutes, an hour. It's to the point where, the only people left to close down the concert are the people that own the venue because they have the keys, right? That's the only people left. And Nas and the Bravehearts get scared. Not scared. They get frustrated and say, yo, fuck that. And they run in there, right? Now, let's say there's a lot of Bravehearts outside, but there's only 2 people that run back into the arena that I refuse to leave, right? One of them, whatever happens in there to me, right? Happens in there to me. I'm a whole gangster, street nigga, enticer. I gotta pop out and show niggas. People know what's going on with me. I got all this beef. I got real shit tied to me. And then I refuse to leave a building, and then some shit happens. Now, what makes it even crazier is if the 2 people that were involved in retribution in my direction, if everybody knows who they are, including you, including me, everybody knows who these 2 artists are. They know it's Nas and one of Nas's affiliates that also raps alongside Nas. Everybody knows who the 2 rappers are. As a matter of fact, Nas got a concert coming up real soon. Nas, stay on a flyer. And I don't ever want to go talk to Nas. We all know Nas. Nas is right there. Nas is from my area. I'm the gang, so I'm talking about Queens. Nas is from my area, and Nas stayed doing shows right in front of me. And I know Nas and his man, the other rapper, that I know they got off. But I don't got no issue with Nas and the guy that finally came up in the venue after it was over an hour ago because I refused to come outside. Right? After me doing the shit that I did. Right? Some people would say, yo, you had it coming to you. Right? This is the games that you was playing. This is what you wanted to do. Right? This is what the things you want to say. This is the way you want to act. Right? You want to play street games and tough guy games. And when it didn't go your way, you engaged authorities. Rats. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right, next topic. Fucking rats. Before I go to the next topic, my bad. Shout out to Jay again for giving memberships on the channel. This is the $10 added to Anderson's pot. He won, but once again, the second place person is going to get 50 as well. So I got $260 going out today. So shout out to Big Yellow for adding to the pot. Jay says, Boa, what is this? If I show you who Verb win. I can't remember. Yeah, Verb is a rat. And I really am scared to deal with rats because a rat will like shoot at you and then call the cops and say you shot at them. Like he's a rat. I'm scared of rats. I really am. I'm scared of you for real. You rat. I'm scared of you. Right? Real talk. Is it time to pop out? Me? No, I ain't doing nothing to nobody. I know you ain't asking me. It's not my lane. I'll leave that for you street gangsters. Go handle your business. Gangsters, me? Out the way, taxpaying civilian. I'll never hurt a fly. I put my hands on nobody. I ain't active. I ain't in the streets. You can't pull up no raps, no interviews or nothing of me being a gangster or a tough guy. No, sir. And I'm glad you can't. I'm glad you can't. Very consistent for the 12 plus years that some of y'all know me, huh? Last thing he is a gangster. Nah, man, not me. All right, let's move off. Let's move to y'all see that I got DJ Envy in the thumbnail, right? Speaking of rats, it's very possible that this includes something extremely sturdy, right? Opposite from an A-verb ass nigga. Or even the Nas situation I was talking about. Let's play this.
Big news in New Jersey. A federal grand jury has indicted the former business partner of radio host DJ Envy on multiple counts, including scheming to defraud investors, money laundering, and bribery. Investigative reporter Sarah Wallace has covered the story extensively. She is live in Franklin Lakes, outside the home of Cesar Pina. Sarah?
Well, and Gilma, no sign of Cesar Pina here at his home in Franklin Lakes, and it's not clear when he will be arraigned. It is important to note that DJ Envy, whose real name is Rashawn Casey, has denied any involvement in any real estate scheme. I did reach his attorney today about the Pina indictment. His comment, no comment.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy, Flippin' NJ.
The feds say Cesar Pina, known as Flippin' NJ, who often appeared with DJ Envy on the syndicated show The Breakfast Club, used his social media presence to entice investors into giving him millions of dollars to buy into and flip distressed properties in New Jersey.
So we know the story, right? We covered this once upon a time. I pulled up the paperwork recently. It's all over the internet. It's going around all the Reddit and all the websites. This is the actual, what is this? This is the indictment, right? So let me put this on a big screen for y'all. Let's take just a glance through this because it's heavy. United States District Court, District of New Jersey, United States versus Cesar Pina. Now, mine, aka Flipping New Jersey. DJ Envy is not named here. Okay? He's not named here. And we know DJ Envy's government name. I searched DJ Envy's full name in this document. Doesn't come up. I searched DJ Envy's first name in this document. Doesn't come up. I searched his first name and I took out one of the A's because some people might even spell his, if you know his first name, with one A instead of two. Didn't come up. I searched his last name in this document. It's a 21-pager. Didn't come up. Now, does that mean that Cesar and DJ Envy can't have separate indictments? That's not what I'm saying. But as far as this whole big news of, oh, did y'all forget from last, it's still going on. And behind the scenes, the feds have been pressing still and collecting their information and putting together their grand jury indictment. Nothing in the paperwork got DJ Envy's name. Now, they just played clips of Cesar and DJ Envy alongside of each other. And depending on who you ask, a lot of people would say, DJ Envy, you had to know something about something, no? Whether he did or, and I'll say allegedly, whether he did or he didn't. Thus far, from even back then when the news broke, fast forward to today and us looking at the paperwork, this man, Cesar, might be fighting this shit legally on his own. And let's say hypothetically, he got interviewed or he's talking to his lawyers. It's very possible that DJ Envy plays the support factor. Like, look, man, lawyers' fees and all that, and I got you. I'm going to hold you down. But at the end of the day, yeah, I was your partner on camera. We said that at times. But you kind of was, you put the play together. You put me on how we could do this. This is all allegedly. I'm just saying. And I'm building up a picture here that if DJ Envy's name never comes up, which it hasn't yet, it could be some sturdy shit happening. It could be some, look, man, I'm going to take this right now. Let's help me fight. But yes, I really was the ringleader. I'm really the one that said, I got it or whatever, blah, 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 blah. You want to hear an example of that? Rare Breed Entertainment consists of multiple people. The only person that really was out there on a limb in any RBE related lawsuit that y'all may have heard about was me. I wonder if there's depositions and court paperwork of people asking me, what's up with Shato? What's up with this person? And what are my answers? And that's not criminal. That's civil. What the fuck are my answers? And here you go with something criminal that could possibly put Caesar in jail for a very, very long time. And if he's not turning on DJ Envy, yeah, that was my partner. But if you was going to give me 20, give me 10 and give him 10. I'm just saying. A lot of people don't do that. But peep the counts. Count 1 and 2. Wire fraud. Ooh. Heavy head. And here's all the examples of that. They're breaking down all the evidence and the background of the 2 counts of wire fraud. Wow, they mentioned some of the properties, the Manchester Avenue property and whatnot. There's a lot going on. Park Avenue property. A lot going on. Execution of the scheme to defraud. AKA flipping New Jersey. They got dates, they got times, they got amounts of money. These 2 right here, situations add up to a clean mill, 600 and 400. Count 3, conspiracy to launder monetary instruments. Don't even know what it means by instruments, but it sounds heavy. Count 4, money laundering. Count 5, money laundering. Count 6, bribery of an agent of a program receiving federal funds. Isn't some of that like even in Big U shit? Where they're saying some of the grants or the funds or whatever is like government or city-based as well. Like that's another ball game. Like they'll look at you and say, hey, if John took from Sam, you could get in a lot of trouble like that. But if John took from the government, different ball game. Right? That's where, like, if you do tax shit, like you cheat on your taxes, you're stealing from the government. PPP loans that are invalid, you're stealing from the government. Programs that maybe fund neighborhood causes or whatever, and you take that money, you buy a pair of sneakers with it, you're stealing from the government, right? For these guys, allegedly, right? But these type of counts. And Big U, by the way, said that he's defending himself. Oh, we'll see what happens with that later on. But the bribery scheme. Bribe payments to individual 2. Yeah, this is bad. Forfeiture allegation 1. Forfeiture allegation 2. It's all him. He's carrying the full load in this indictment. Substitute assets provision. He's carrying the full load in this paperwork. You take that how you want to take it. Some people might say, hey, DJ Envy really got nothing to do with nothing. Or it could be a solid situation that's happening. Just like, now I'm taking this. This is me. Whether DJ Envy really is guilty or whether he really was like a second party, like, yeah, nigga, I rolled with you, but this is your shit. And chat, you got to ask yourself what you would do in a situation like that, right? You got to ask yourself what you would do in a situation like that. If I come to you and I say, I got to play for us to really get some bread. And whether you know all the details or even if you just assume this ain't fully on the up and up, but you play along with me, you advertise, you promote with me, you get money with me. We do it for a year or 2, whatever. Feds come knocking. People start complaining. They ain't getting their properties. They ain't getting their money back and all this type of shit. Feds pick it up and here it go, right? You got a situation where me as a person that brought it to you, or I'm the leader of it, or I got the full play or whatever, I just take the full shit and say like, yo, you good. Just get out of here, man. Like, this is on me. I know you played your part. You empowered me by even financing me or promoting me or bringing me on the Breakfast Club. Allegedly. You empowered me. You the reason why I went from 10,000 followers to 50,000 followers and convinced more people to do the situation with me by putting me on the Breakfast Club and standing next to me on these videos. But it's really still my play. So go ahead, get up out of here. Go run. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got it. You got that. Then you got a situation where person B could just say, let's talk to our lawyers, man. Like, I ain't gonna let you fall on your own, but nigga, you know what I'm saying? And you got a third situation, which could just be all out snitching. Somebody trying to, they go from being partners to being enemies. This person goes against him and this person goes against him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if nothing comes DJ Envy's way, it's only going to be one of two. He had nothing to do with it for real, and he really was a victim, and there's no proof of him being aware of any of this shit, or him and his man just being solid. So, and all allegedly. All right. Y'all see Max B in the thumbnail as well. Shout out to Max B, man. We covered him the other day when Whack 100 was saying that his brother, Max B's brother, claimed that he put all the shit on him. People have played with Max's name multiple times. I didn't read no paperwork myself saying that Max did nothing. So I didn't see nothing that showed me some A-verb type shit. So I'm going to leave that alone. But Max B is preparing to be released from prison soon after serving a 16-year sentence. Time flies. 16 years have gone by, man. He was originally sentenced to 75 years for murder in 2009, but got it reduced to 20 years. Max and Jim Jones had been beefing since 2008, but in a recent Drink Champs interview, he stated, Jim done wished me dead. Well, let's go to it. All right, so they asked him about Jim during the interview, and he says, listen, Jim said a bunch of hard shit about me. So we all say hard shit about each other. Okay, said Max. Jim done wished me dead. All types of shit. It's all good. Listen, man, it's love, man. I want to start over. I'm a new man. I'm a married man. I got 4 kids, he added. Like I'm on a whole different time right now, my nigga. I'm out here to get my money and ride out to the sunset with this shit. It's in there for me. Wait, it's in there for me, though. I'm going to tell you that. So that's the goal. That's a great statement that, hey, I'm letting all this Jim shit go. Now, Max would probably have just as much, if not more of a reason to despise Jim for life. I think that's even tied to how some of French and Jim got into it, right? Not just because French was riding alongside Max, the whole they was doing macaroni and cheese mixtapes and all that shit on camera, dissing Jim together, riding out, all that type of shit. But I remember there was videos where French was just like, yo, now that Max is in jail, like Jim is still suppressing Max's ability to make money, or like owning his masters, or keeping them in a deal, something like that. French was even alleging. Now, French and Jim crossed paths a couple times in real life, right? They got past it. They was able to shake hands and move on, be in the same room together and be okay, right? They got past it. Max is like, the whole thing with Chrissy, and she touched it in Miami, and your girl sucked dick and all that. They had physical altercations where they camps clashed. Then you got the classic DVD video with Max on camera talking about his car, about how like him and Jim got into it and they was hitting each other's cars and all that. That's when he did the she love me now, with his money and all that type of shit. Remember who was there? Y'all remember all that shit? So there was physical altercations. There was the groups clashing. There was real beef in the streets. There was the suppression of how I get money, or blocking my deals, and disrespecting my wife, and your wife sucked my dick. It was a lot. And I think the history of Jim Jones and Max B is the type of history where you can say, no matter what, we will never be friends. Like, that's how I am. I'm a type of person, like, if you cross certain lines, if we could get past it and say, I'm going to go my way and you go your way, that's totally fine with me. But we will never be friends. I will never shake your hand. I'll never want to do business with you. I don't ever want to be in the same room as you. I don't got no issues towards you. I don't got no energy towards you. I'm not losing sleep over you. I'm not thinking about you on that level. It's not up for you. None of that. But I don't want to befriend you in any way, because there's too much that have happened between us. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a forgive but forget type of approach as well. Bit me once, I'm not standing next to you again and shaking your fucking hand. To me, that's a weaker position to take, right? You went through all of that shit and then you shook their hand. let me chill out before I say some shit. I'm cool. But anyway, Max and Jim went through too much. But Max's statement here about I just want to move on. I got kids. And he's the one that just served 16 years. That has nothing to do with Jim. Jim ain't got nothing to do with why Max is in jail. But he just served 16 years. Shit, he should be able to reform himself and be able to come out and say, yo, Jim, like, let's, whatever we got, like, let's stop. There was even that picture of Jim and Max's son recently, right? I thought Jim doing that was kind of a step. I don't know where they still stand paperwork and business-wise, but I thought that within itself was a big step. It's like a hip-hop historic beef, Max B and Jim Jones. It really is. And we see Jim sometimes, he's like, 49 years old. He still does a lot of the immature-based reactions. But if Max is about to come home, I'm not saying y'all do music together, man. It'd just be dope for hip-hop to see that both of y'all lay those swords down. You know, that's it. That's all I'm going to say. Max obviously just did. That's all I'm going to say. Jim, you might not be able to go befriend and smile and shake the man's hand. I get it, but all right. I got two more quick ones. Oh yeah, we pushing 2 hours. I expected that today. You see this report that came out, y'all? It says Maureen Comey, federal prosecutor in Diddy case, reportedly fired. Maureen Comey has been fired from the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York, where she was most recently leading federal investigation into Sean Diddy Combs' sources, told ABC News. Politico, who spoke with two sources, reported news first. I searched this and I couldn't find any confirmation of it. This is reports, people. This isn't fully confirmed yet. Once it's confirmed, then people will start trying to look into the reasons why. Does the U.S. Attorney's Office feel like you dropped the ball in the Diddy case? Did you do something wrong during the Diddy case? Shout out to checks and balances and shout out to this going around. I ain't going to elaborate too much because it's still a rumor at this point, and then there will only be speculation until we got the real details. Okay, when we saw Diddy's lawyer stepped down, we assumed, right? We don't know why. The person didn't say why. We had somebody else that just stepped down. It was like one of Drake's attorneys, I think, right? We reported on that, but the person was changing jobs or something like that. It's like the internet will run crazy with things. And sometimes we will report on things, and I'm not saying we're always going to be accurate. We're only as accurate as the information in front of us, but we will also try to have them causes to pause. So Diddy's name is hot right now, y'all. Y'all, if you happen to be involved in this case and you get fired right now, everybody's going to say, oh shit, what happened? You was doing something on the side with Cassie? That's what the internet is going to do. So anybody that's tweeting me this or whatever, we're going to slow walk this. All right. We'll come back to that as more information comes out. Checks and balances, will keep our eyes on it. All right. And this is how I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to save this for the end. I could even justify saying I'm saving the best for last. Hey, RJ, man, I hope my stream don't get clipped for this because I know you on YouTube. I know you on Spotify. I hope I don't get clipped for this, man. But you really, really are one of my favorite rappers of all time. You really, 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 really are. And RJ just released a new tape, new project. It Feels Good to Win. It came out already. While I was away last weekend, I was listening to the Clips album and this album all weekend in my hotel room, or if I was laid up by the pool or whatever, and I was on my little Wi-Fi. Those are the only two things I was playing. RJ Payne, I've said it for years. I put a lot of my friends on to him. Shout out to Dop the God. Like, so before his name was RJ Payne, people would tell you like, nigga, ARP used to always tell me like this guy fucking Rain Man and or is he for real? Like, or fast forward RJ Payne. I don't care what era we talking about in this man's career. I was there. He really is one of my favorite rappers on beat of all time. RJ, now that I think it would be such an honor if I could get you in like a full circle one rounder. You know, RBE and RJ, we had a contract in place before. You know what I'm saying? That battle didn't happen, but he made up for that. He took care of that with honor, and me and this man have been cool ever since, man. I got a lot of respect for him. I love his mental, and I think he's an alien with music. I don't know how he's able to put out this much shit over the years. He's an alien. Go play it, people. He's got a track list on his YouTube channel. He's also on Spotify where to go stream it. It's incredible work.
See, it's full speed ahead, cause I need the bread. I'm like an evil Peter Parker, how I feed the web. Digital dope, the shit they keep us fed. One hit and eureka, niggas passing out. You wonder if they sleep or dead. Short and sweet, I'm a street celeb. And shorty on my meat, so you know she trying to show me she a freaking bed. I'm on the beach instead, and it's legal. Think I sell the only drug around the world that can beat the feds. Second to none, I slept with my gun. Stood tall at the worst times I was expected to run. I live a life that could be hectic for some and struck it rich. I heard these rappers sucking dick just so they records get spun. Now when I say I'm rich, you probably thinking Grammys and wealth. I'm talking loyalty, the love, nigga, family and health. When I say I'm the people's champ, you better hand me the belt. Shit, you had to be poor before to understand me yourself. Listen, I'm not only getting cheddar, I'm in better shape and I'm energetic. Shit, I'm about to get my credit straight. You should listen more instead of hate. I'm trying to give you hungry niggas food for thought. Now come and set a plate. See, it's full speed ahead, cause I need the bread.
The dope thing about this tape is like in the intro, he opens up by saying, man, we've been murder, death, kill on our songs and all that forever. I'm gonna switch my direction on this one. And then he goes with like this maturation, growth type of older man vibe out. Like most of the production is like almost like that, like smoothed out. This ain't no drill type tape or nothing like that. And he goes there. He's got a lot of that type of shit in his catalog. And I like when he's in that pocket too. But he did a whole tape switching lanes and saying, I'm gonna grow up a little bit on this one. He's still talking his shit, but his vocals, his flows, his projections, the production of it, it's a different vibe, and it shows his range. You know, like some of the best actors in the world with like the range, they could play all these different type of characters. Like a Joe Pesci could jump on Lethal Weapon and play a clumsy idiot. Then he can go into Goodfellas or Casino, and he scares the shit out of everybody. Where do you get off talking over my fucking head? You're fucking won, buddy. You better never fuck him in my. You're won. Yo, Joe Pesci. But nah, RJ just showed a lot of range. He always has, but flowers moment once again, man. I'm gonna be giving you flowers forever. RJ Payne. Beautiful project. Beautiful project. All right. Let me make sure that there's no supers that I missed. Oh, Jay, okay, I got you earlier. My bad. Shout out to this super here from D Hood Realer. One of our members said, Verb told with 100% accuracy. Shout out to Piper Boy. Yeah, he's a rat. We already went through that. Jay gifted 5 Green Gang memberships. Shout out to Jay, man. Who caught him? I hope if you caught one, man, you said thank you to this lovely woman. Shout out to Jay. Is this a separate one? Another 5? Oh, Jay is going off today. Jay, did you give out like 11 memberships today? Did you gift like 11 memberships, B? And 2 Clean Johns, our member, also gifted on. Yo, there's like 13 memberships that might have went out today. Yeah, because here early on at like 5:47 a.m. when the stream started, when the chat first opened up, matter of fact, Jay gifted a membership. Then here at 7:52, she gifts another 5. Then here at 7:58, she gifts another 5. You got 11 memberships from Jay today. That's incredible. Shout out to Jay, man. We love you over here. Shout out to 2 Clean Johns once again for gifting on the memberships as well. Green Gang is growing over here, man. Green Gang is growing. Yes, very fire. Very, very fire. It says she's on one this morning. Fire. Yeah, well, damn, Jay. Yeah, they are you now. I told y'all, give my lady her respect. Shout out to Mish, one of our members as well. Shout out to the whole checks and balances. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to the whole chat. Shout out to everybody that voted earlier. So I can get this $260 off today. And as we get out of here, people, just remember, I'm not the guy that does the make shit up on people or try to lie on people simply because I don't like them or I'm into it with them. I feel like when you do that, that reduces your credibility. If I call you a rat, it's not because we're going back and forth on the internet. It's because I truly, truly believe at heart you are a rat. And that's why you scare the shit out of me. And that's another reason why I really got no fucking business, to be real, going back and forth with a nigga like you. Fucking rat. Everybody else, though, avoid the rats. Enjoy the rest of y'all day.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss making decisions, my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry It's True podcast. Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members.
Without, I think still got a gun.